who are unknown obscure locals that the Pope held up, all have a handful of common traits or characteristics. Mrs. Watson's B block is providing interpretive movement for these characteristics to inspire us. All saints are filled with the love of God. They choose God above all others and make a definite commitment to God. All saints love other human beings. Saints are always generous. You will never find a stingy saint. All saints are risk takers. When God called, the saints answered. In the Old Testament, we have the example of Abraham, called at an old age to leave his country and to go to the place God has selected for him. Abraham trusted in God and faced the unknown. For many of us, it can be difficult to go beyond our comfort zone and face the new and unknown. Saints put their faith in God and take a courageous leap of faith. The saints are humble. They willingly and lovingly attribute to God all that they have and will ever be. The saints show their humility by using whatever gifts they have to perfection, but never give themselves credit for these gifts. Everything is for the greater glory of God. Saints are people of prayer. Some saints, especially members of religious orders, had entire days of prayer.
Good morning. Just a reminder that the service trip informational meeting is taking place right now in the CLC. So if you're interested in going on any of the service trips, please go to the CLC for the informational meeting. It will be beginning soon.
Prayer is also an opportunity to strengthen your relationship with God and to show gratitude for all the blessings and people God puts in your life. The saints are not perfect. Each saint had human flaws and faults. They made mistakes. Even at the end of their lives, they still found themselves apologizing for hurting others, seeking forgiveness, and trying to reconcile relationships with God and others. The saints are people of their time. One wonders how anyone escapes being of his or her time. If we look at the lives of all the saints, we can certainly find faults. There were injustices around the saints that they did not always speak out against. Far from discouraging us, this gives us courage. Perfection is not what we strive for, unless it is as perfect a love as possible. We are all called to live a humble, simple life of faith. We are all called to holiness. We are all challenged to look at the obstacles in our lives and see them for what they are, opportunities. There are enough opportunities, enough suffering, enough challenges, and above all, enough grace for all of us to be as passionate about God as the saints are. With this in mind, let us stand and be